Well, the last thing you want to take with you into 2024 is some kind of crud, but the uptick in viruses is a very real thing. The CDC says flu cases for Virginia, North Carolina, and to our south are very high. Those are the darker shades there on the map you can see. If you are up north for the holiday, it's still high, but at least it's a little bit better. 10 on your side's Amy Avery joins us with what doctors are saying about being busy with the surge of sickness. Amy?
Well, Lena, waiting rooms at area urgent cares are starting to fill up with people, many with flu-like symptoms. Patient First on Holland Road tells us this week has been much higher in terms of influenza compared to just last week. Some people are taking more than gifts home from holiday gatherings. They're coming back with germs.
About 50% of our visits right now have been for upper respiratory complaints like sinus congestion and cough, fevers and flu-like illnesses.
Dr. Mark Haggerty runs the telehealth division for Sentara and says they're seeing cases of the flu, COVID, and RSV as well. He says respiratory etiquette is important.
Coughing and sneezing into a tissue or into your elbow rather than into your hand. Hand hygiene, also very critical.
Over at Patient First on Holland Road in Virginia Beach, some people are parking in the grass because they're running out of spots. Dr. Trisana Amdadi says it's important to go to the doctor early so they can figure out what's going on.
If we're able to catch the flu and we know it's flu in those first 72 hours, it can be much more helpful to start a medicine to prevent the secondary outcomes that we're trying to avoid.
So it is really good, particularly if you're not able to kind of deal with your symptoms on your own at home, to see a provider, and telehealth is an excellent way to do that.
And Dr. Amdadi says as kids head back to school, it's important to set a good example.
The kids will oftentimes mimic the parents, so if you guys can, adults can be the ones that they're mimicking, making sure that you're washing your hands before you eat and drink.
And Dr. Haggerty says despite being late in the season, it's still important to get your flu shot.
There's a report of a study out of Wisconsin showing a 54% effectiveness rate for this vaccine, which is the best that it's been in about 10 years.
Now, if you are interested in learning more about telehealth or virtual care appointments with Sentara, you can visit wavy.com. You don't have to be a Sentara patient, and there is a self-pay option if you don't have health insurance. Amy Avery, 10 on your side.